right? Kevin, you got my next line. It's not a waste of time. You represent more than yourself. For me, it's like I said, it's about my pawpaw, right? It's all about my grandfather. What his life meant, the challenges he took on, standing in the line, running up Omaha Beach with machine guns waiting. Boy, bad days just aren't that bad anymore when you think about what our family members went through. So think about that when you're here and you're coming to do business, that it ain't personal, right? Because I know sometimes we get into, maybe I don't like Kevin Winkleman so much, or maybe this, but it's not about Kevin. It's what's best. It's what's best for this organization. It's what's best for your home post. It's what's best for the American Legion family. Because together, the American Legion family, we change lives and we save lives, right? Be the one ain't just something that we just been putting on t-shirts and shirts and going out there and thinking, oh boy, this will be great. Be the one, be the one. A lot of people don't know what it means. We have to be the one to let them know what be the one means. There's a whole lot of veterans out there. There's a whole lot of people out there, not just veterans, that are living something inside them that's hurting them every day. And a whole lot of them, they give off these signs, but people don't pick them up. Too many times it's because we worry too much about talking about them and talking to them than listening to them. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Sometimes we all need to listen twice as much as we talk. Some people like to do it the other way. But when you're representing your family service, you got to make sure you're doing it right. Me, Lord, I don't want to offend nobody. But J.R. Hall is just a vessel this year for my grandfather's service. I get to honor my grandfather's service. Man, how great is that? It wasn't about a month ago, I stood on Omaha Beach. Stood there and looked out of those waters and thought, why the hell did he come off of that boat? Right? Right up there on the hill was machine guns and artillery and everything being shot at them. They didn't think 80% of them would get back. But they didn't stay on the boat, did they? They didn't stay on the boat. They came running off that boat, right? Not only to take care of America, but to take care of other countries, to do what America does, because that's what that flag stands for. That flag stands for freedom, here and abroad. Sometimes when you get upset back at your post, you think, tired of beating my head against the wall. Every time I want to do something, oh, this guy tells me I don't want to do that. You can't do it this way, you can't do it that. Why don't they do it? They don't want to do it, but they don't want to tell me how to do it. How many people's been through that, huh? Okay. That's why you got to go back to who you represent. That's how I got my slogan. I talked to a guy that was just ready to give it up. He said, JR, I'm tired of it. They don't want to help me do it, but they want to tell me how to do it. He said, I'm quitting. I said, well, when did you stop being about your dad's service? That's what we need to go back to sometimes. We need to go back to that sometimes. And that's why I asked you to take a minute to do it. Everywhere I've went, I take a minute. I don't care who's with me or how many's with me. I slide off to the side, try to say a little prayer, and I try to remember the sacrifices that my grandfather made. And it gets me. This year, Granddad's name's right here, close to my heart while I'm up here speaking to you. He's on a chain around my neck. It's about service of our veterans, men and women who stood up and fought for our country to give us the freedoms we have, that give us the right to come in here and debate if we want to pay another dollar, don't want to do this, don't want to do that. It's about them. It's not about us. Later on tonight, a lot of people will be in hospitality rooms or at a post, throwing pies, drinking beer, or Legion milk, as we like to call it. But I tell you won't be worried about it. Nobody's sitting around, turning around, wondering where the bomb's coming from, are you? You know why? There's been a veteran standing on that line forever, saying, go have your fun, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. We got this. We got your back. You don't have to turn and watch. We're here for you. So why do our veterans need us to fight before Congress for anything they need? It should never happen. Make sure that you're being the one to take care of our veterans by fighting for legislation for veterans to be right and fighting for that flag. My Paul told me that flag is about freedom. That flag is about our veterans. That flag is a shape for us to always look at, remember, and love. Texas, I tell you, I want to thank you for all the hospitality. Last night I got more hugs